My name is Autumn Spiegels.
Oh, my name's Amir Khayat.
I identify as Orthodox.
I identify as Orthodox, and I've lived as an Orthodox person for 20 years of my life, because my family, I grew up Orthodox with my family. My grandmother's Orthodox, my sister, Orthodox enough, that kind of thing. My mother's whole family is Orthodox, and so that's just what that's what I've been with. That's what I identify as. And so, I don't feel like we're that different from everybody else, but at the same time, yes, we are different than everybody else, because we do certain things that remind us every day of Hashem, and we kind of make an extra effort to keep Hashem, in the forefront of your mind all the time. And so, I feel like that's the main difference. As an Orthodox person, we follow halacha strictly as it was handed down by the rabbis, and so. And, it's a little different than other branches of Judaism, which may, choose which they like or not accept any of it and write new laws for themselves. So that's how I would say we're different.
I feel that non-Jewish people sort of have this vendetta against the Jews, and I feel that it's because of not understanding where we come from, and I think for people who are raised Christian, it's also not really understanding where they come from, because they come from Judaism. Christianity comes from Judaism. So I just feel that it's just a lot of misunderstanding.
I feel like they think that it's like a lot of problems that religion have caused. I feel like they blame on our book, our Torah, but I don't think that's true, because if you'll read it, it never says everybody has to be like us. I mean, we feel like Torah, those rules, those are our rules. It's not to be exclusive, it's just these are the rules that we feel that Hashem has commanded us to follow, and He hasn't commanded everyone else to follow them, but if they want to, they can, by being Jewish. But we don't feel like they're applied to everybody. There are rules. And they're using, some Christian sects are using passages from our Torah to hate other groups of people, especially the homosexuals and stuff like that. They're using passages from the Torah to hate them, and that is not what Torah ever intended. Even in Orthodoxy, we don't hate homosexuals. In Israel, there are homosexual couples that make it work. And in Judaism, it can work, But it's just to show that, this Christian extremism, they're taking, passage from Torah, and they're turning it to hate speech, and in Orthodoxy, we don't really care, In
the Orthodox community, it's a very touchy subject. People don't really like to talk about it, and but there are people in the Orthodox community, including myself, who have found a way to make it work. In the conservative movement, it's divided. It depends on where where you are, where you fall on that continuum. And some people are very much like the Orthodox and don't want to talk about it. And there are other communities where it doesn't even matter. And in the Reform movement, pretty much anyone is accepted, and it never really has been an issue.
Homosexuality in Judaism, like we have the different branches and their approaches. The more liberal branches tend to be, okay, more open with it. They'll even allow marriages and stuff like that. In Orthodoxy, from my experience in Israel, because in America I don't know any homosexual Orthodox couples, but in Israel I do actually know a couple, and he's part of the runnings of a film school, and so he and his partner, they live together as Orthodox Jews. Like, they go to shul, they wear tzitzit, they wear kippah, they pray. He was talking to us about how it's not impossible in Orthodoxy, but you just have to be careful. Like, the Torah says that basically the prohibition is no sodomy, no anal sex. And so he says that's how you live, but he says there are all kinds of other sex. So like Orthodox homosexuals, they make it work, and they live full lives, they live Orthodox lives. And so that's it, and I feel like that's, it's much different than other people see it.